Movie time!
Movies!
Before we get into that, check out my new Loot Crate shirt. You know you want one. Get on that.
I think we should start doing a segment where we open loot crates on them.
Yeah, if they pay us.
An unboxing.
If they pay us to do it, I'll be all for it. We have to send them a message. Dear Loot Crate.
Would you like to...
Would you like to have a box open on Fox? Send money in our next box.
Send money. Send money and more.
Oh, man. So, Steve and I made our way to the theater. It's not often we get to go at the same time, but this weekend we could not wait to see McFarlane's new movie. And we're not talking about the McFarlane that created Spawn and Venom.
Never, ever.
No, we are talking about Ted.
Ted 2.
Ted 2. 'Cause there's two of them.
Ted 2.
The Peter Griffin talking teddy bear. Come on, it's almost the same voice. Because it's Seth MacFarlane.
It's 100% the same voice. It's just like watching Peter Griffin.
Oh, man. And Don and Wahlberg. Marky Mark.
And gross, too. There's some disturbingly gross things in this movie.
Seth MacFarlane has the emotional maturity of a 13-year-old. So it's going to be a lot of dick and fart jokes, and that's what you get.
But that's what we like. That's what's funny.
It's a story about a teddy bear who's come to life searching for his own humanity. And in that we find our own humanity, or lack thereof. Who are we to say? In a way, it's poking fun on a lot of current things that are going on.
That's true. I can see that.
And what's really weird about MacFarlane and his Family Guy show is he's called some things years in advance before they happen, like the whole Bruce Jenner thing.
Yeah, who knew that was coming?
He had that in the show.
Who knew that was coming?
He had it in the show, and bam. And now you go see Ted 2, and you're like, did he know that the Bruce Jenner thing was going to happen before Ted 2? Because it's a little bit of, like, I can say and be whatever I want to present myself to be. Like, why can't a talking stuffed animal have rights? You can't get too deep with it politically because it's kind of ludicrous at the same time.
Well, I mean, going to court to prove that
a teddy bear is alive.
That Ted is alive and not a possession. I mean,
yeah, you've already started off with a ridiculous premise, so enjoy it for the dick and fart jokes. It's hilarious.
Just the preliminary or
the teddy might look cute. Not a movie to bring your kids to.
No, this is not.
Not unless you want them cussing.
Not a children's film.
If you want them to cuss like little sailors, then this might be the Schoolhouse Rock for profanity.
No, there's nothing in this movie you want your children to witness. No, there are things that you will not be able to unsee after you watch this movie. So.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. They kind of just gloss over some things with, I don't know how that's going to work. So they're like, hey, we're going to have a baby. How are you going to do that? I don't know.
I just want to. It doesn't matter how.
Yeah, who cares?
That part's not important. Was not in the script. Tons of cameos.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
If
I
you
was
thought
really
the first
surprised at some of the people that got to be in that movie.
Should we give them a spoiler alert?
No.
No? Okay. Well, at one point you get to see... And that is so funny. But,
when you see what he's doing, you're going to be like, what?
If you didn't like Ted, then don't go see Ted 2. It's like, it didn't get any better. And we got to go. We're running out of time. Ted 2 is in the theaters right now. Go see it. Laugh yourself silly. Eat some popcorn and have something to drink while you're there. We'll see you next time.
Hello, fellow nerds! If you are in Myrtle Beach, you need to check out Ex-Con Comics on Main Street. It is the heart of the beach. Inside, you will find Nerd Bar, a new concept in nerdy entertainment. Ex-Con Comics is the home of Ex-Con, one of the fastest growing Comic Cons and the biggest in South Carolina. Whether it's comics, games, art, movies, or just something truly unique, Ex-Con Comics and Nerd Bar is the home of what is cool in Myrtle Beach. Check out facebook.com/nerdbar1 for more information. And remember, Hot chicks love comics too.
So Vince,
Events.
we've made it back from Charlotte in one piece.
Man, are we tired?
We brought some stuff back
So
with
tired.
us. Some cool stuff came back with us.
We did. We got some new art.
Yeah, there's art in here. You got to check it out. We've got the first appearance of the Punisher on the wall for sale.
It's awesome.
Spider-Man 129. If you want it, you got to come get it.
So cool.
And we saw all kinds of cool people. And we're hooking up some cool people for XCon too.
Yeah, we are.
Main reason for going, huh? None of it's official yet. It's all in negotiations, but we've got some cool guests coming for XCon.
So exciting.
Look, Steve's got his fist balled
I'm
up.
a
He's
little
so
wound
excited.
up. Yeah.
Events!
Event! Oh! We have a little bit of a time loop situation here.
It's like Fringe all over again.
Yes, it is. Sarah's stuck in a time loop. We'll get her out eventually. Maybe we can get Marty McFly to help.
She'll come back into our time zone when it's time to do another segment.
Or who knows? Does it really matter?
Maybe.
So, Heroes, Charlotte, 3 days, us, tired, sore feet, meeting lots of people. But
Almost dying. Stan Lee tried to kill us.
poor Stan Lee. I don't even want to talk about that. That's sad all in itself. We love you, Stan.
So many kajillion people showed up to see him.
But we talked to Ben Templesmith.
I'm excited about
I think
that.
he's going to come to XCon. I think Sarah's excited about that. Ben Templesmith.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
And we have an interview with him, so we're going to watch that right now.
Yes.
And you can tell he's got a bit of an accent, so he's not really from the South. Where are you from, Ben?
It's called a speech impediment. I'm from Australia, not the UK.
So did the work bring you to
G'day.
America?
So what?
Did the work bring you to America?
The work in the shitty economy in America.
Yeah, right.
A few years ago.
Everything's cheaper,
Well, a dollar is a dollar here.
right?
In Australia, our dollar was like hugely went up, and America went down. So any income I would make from comics, because it's American centric, was cut in half. I lost 50% of my income. So living in America, at least a dollar's a dollar, an American dollar, not an Australian dollar. But I mean,
you never knew the impact on the comic book industry of our economy,
oh yeah, I'm an international economist to learn all this stuff, really.
right?
But I like being closer to the action and where the publishing is and where the conventions are and where the market is. And Australia has a bit. It's like one medium-sized US state compared to America. 2.5 times size of Texas. Sorry, Texas, you're small. My current most favorite thing in comics is crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding. Do you have any crowdfunding projects?
Not right now.
No?
I finished one recently called a Lovecraft adaptation called Dagon. It'd be a graphic novella.
Right.
But it allows me to sell comics that a publisher wouldn't necessarily publish, and it allows me to go straight to the consumer.
Straight to the fans.
It allows me to pay my rent while I do the work I want to do. It's very empowering for creative people.
And we have under good rumor there's a chance you might make it to Myrtle Beach next year.
Maybe some guy wants to try and invite me.
Yeah?
I've heard of Myrtle Beach. I watch Eastbound and Down, so I know it exists.
You know what he's into.
That's all I know about Myrtle Beach.
It's just like that. Sorry, Chamber of Commerce.
I'm looking forward to the mullets.
That was pretty cool, huh?
That was awesome.
What a funny accent for a guy from Seattle. Of course, he's only lived in
I
Seattle
was
2
going to
weeks.
say, he hasn't even lived in Seattle a week yet.
Yeah.
Come on, give that guy some slack.
Oh, man. Well, anyway, we hope he makes it. And
It's cool, and I'm excited about him coming because that's going to be awesome.
But who are you most excited about that we talked to that might come?
I'm pretty excited about J. O'Barr coming.
James O'Barr. He made a comic book, right?
The,
What was that comic book called?
the Crow.
The Crow.
The Crow. Only one of the best comics ever made. Ever.
Just his humble opinion.
Oh, no. That's a fact.
It's a fact. It's in the thesaurus.
It's the truth.
When you look up best comic book, it says The Crow next to it as
Right.
equivalent.
Little picture and everything.
So, well, there you have it. Well, I can't say anything else other than he might be doing the XCon 9 T-shirt.
What?
don't get too excited because
XCon 9, GothCon, be ready.
GothCon, Hot Topic might get a booth.
That'd be great.
Well,
Gotta get my eyeliner ready.
real quick, a rundown of what's going on at Nerd Bar.
Dye my hair black.
Stand-up comedy, D&D night on Thursday nights, video games. What else we got going on?
Stuff.
Magic, Cards Against Humanity,
Things.
Dust, Warhammer, War Machine.
Dogs and cats living together.
All of
Mass
that
hysteria.
with beer.
And beer.
And so that makes any of the other stuff I just said irrelevant. There's beer.
I was going to say, and you don't even need any of those other things because there's beer.
There's beer. That's all you need to know. So that's what's going on right now.
But why waste all that awesome nerdiness? Should come down and check it out.
Absolutely. And we have an announcement we're going to make soon about a little something on the radio. You'll have to wait for that. And while you're waiting for that, check out this other awesome video we got while we were at Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
And we are live.
Okay, so Mike,
Yes, sir.
tell us who you are and where you're from.
My name's Mike Rooth, and I'm a Canadian freelance art mercenary. I've been working in the comics industry for the last few years, but it's what I always wanted to do. I've been working since the mid '90s, mainly doing children's books. I did a lot of books for Scholastic and for Rubicon Publishing and Harcourt, and lots of advertising stuff, lots of charity work, tattoo designs. I basically have never said no to a job, so I have a wide range because I've worked for literally everybody.
You have that iconic children's book illustrator look.
It was cool, but most of the time it was very dry material. Like a lot of Canadian history books, and Canadian history is about the driest history there is. So it was a lot of books about the desk that certain documents were signed at, or it was an experience for sure. But it was a full-time job. I started hanging out at my local comic shop, and I started sketching stuff that I love. And I would literally trade those drawings for sandwiches. I would feed myself with sketches, and the shop owner loved what I was doing, so he started putting my stuff on eBay. And then sketch covers came out, so I started doing sketch covers, and then I started going to Comic Cons. And after I did my first one in Montreal in 2011, I was kind of addicted, and I just went to whatever Comic Con I could do after that. And there's a beast that lives inside that wants to draw all the time, and the more that I'm scraping hobo vomit off the sidewalk or taking spray paint off the walls or whatever it is, that monster wants to draw even more. So the less time I have in the studio has actually been very beneficial to my career. It's been awesome.
Last night we were lucky enough to win the art that you donated to the auction.
Yeah.
It was a cover for a comic.
Yes, Ray Fox, a great Canadian illustrator and writer, friend of ours. He's just a genius guy. He's actually currently doing Gotham by Midnight. He did the first story arc with Templesmith actually, and he's just a brilliant guy. And yeah, I don't know how I ended up getting the job, but I was asked to do a variant cover for that comic, and he was really cool about it. He was just, the comic's about people that turn into monsters, so just draw something cool like that.
All right, so are we going to see you down at the next XCon in Myrtle Beach?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, I was planning on doing less shows next year because I got a lot of projects coming up, and sometimes the touring can, the preparation for one show and then the homework after that show can kind of eat away at my deadline time. But I would love to come to that show. I've never been to Myrtle Beach, and it's a Canadian hotspot, I hear.
I was going to say, how can you be Canadian and not come to Myrtle Beach? Quick, tell us about the Kickstarter you're involved with.
Right, so these guys are in, I think they're in the Toronto area. They've done a few Kickstarters, a lot of anthology books and stuff. This is Mark Twain's Niagara. I've actually never read the book, so I'm still waiting for the script to be sent to me. But Menton 3, a guy from 44 Flood, he did the cover for the book. And they asked me to do some sequential pages, so I'm excited about it. The Kickstarter's running right now, and
whenever we're at Myrtle Beach and we're not hitting the waves in the beautiful sand and jumping the shark just like the Fonz, we like to go slaughter some innocent souls down at the Nerd Bar. Nerd Bar! Nerd Bar! Nerd Bar!
Time out for TV. Time out because
TV time?
there's nothing on TV.
We're on TV.
Yeah, but I mean, we're probably the only current running live show on TV.
Well, we're the most awesome show on
Everything else is in reruns right now.
So I'm okay with that.
I can't think of anything on TV right now. I mean, everything's wrapped. All the season finales have finale'd.
Did you see that season finale of Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones had a season finale. I heard there was a lot of violence. It was a little
Well, maybe only a little bit more than normal.
a little et tu brute moment
Yeah,
at
it
the
was,
end there.
it's kind of brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, even for Game of Thrones, it was kind of brutal.
Somebody they never thought was going to die got stuck.
I was like, what? What?
But there's some stuff coming. The new Walking Dead, Fear the Dead starts next month.
Oh, yeah, that should be soon.
So we'll get to catch a little bit of zombie action in the middle of
And this is
heat of the summer.
This is a prequel?
It is
Ish.
from when the beginning of The Walking Dead to before he wakes up in the hospital. It's everything that happens in that time period in LA.
So we're going to see Patient Zero, essentially.
I don't know if you're going to see Patient Zero, but
we're
you're
going
going
to
to
see the zombie outbreak start.
an outbreak in
So
LA.
things are normal when this starts.
As Kirkman has warned us, no one will be wandering in the woods in this one. They'll all be in the city, in the alleys, in the sewers, in the warehouses,
Interesting.
in buildings and parking garages.
I like that idea of urban survival. That sounds cool.
And they did decide to do it in LA because they really have to do much to make it look like a wasteland.
If the zombie outbreak happens in LA, though, think about how many people are there.
Tens of millions.
That's going to be really hard to survive in.
Yeah, and everyone's got there's at least 1 million people with bug out bags and plans.
We got to get out of the city now!
I just head to the ocean, look for a boat,
That'd
go.
probably be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, get yourself to Catalina. Better chances there. So, there's just nothing on. So I've been watching Netflix.
Netflix?
I've been catching up on Fringe.
What is this
Finally, I
Netflix
can watch
you're talking
Fringe. Netflix has got a lot of shows. There's a new show out called Sense8.
How's that?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was awesome. It's a little sci-fi thing.
Speaking of sci-fi, there are some pretty cool-looking shows coming out on sci-fi soon.
Let's hear about it.
They have one called Killjoys.
Killjoys, not from the comic book.
Not from the comic book. I checked. Would have been awesome. It still looks awesome, though.
They're like futuristic bounty hunters.
Yeah, but they all kind of wake up not knowing where they are or why they're there. So I think they've been chosen from different, maybe even different times and eras, but definitely from different places, and brought together on the ship to be intergalactic bounty hunters.
They're like space
I
dandies.
think it sounds awesome. Space dandy.
And
What's the next
there's
season?
another show called Dark Matter that kind of has the same thing. Like people wake up on a ship and they don't have any memory of who they are anymore. And
Also sounds cool.
yeah, well, the name Dark Matter makes it sound cool, but then you realize it's just a name only. There's actually no science fiction about dark matter in it.
Really?
No.
That's disappointing.
No, but it sounded cool. It got my attention. And you know what else I've been watching on TV? Women's World Cup Soccer.
You are a little bit of a soccer fan, sir.
I did. Well, hey, America is winning. So let's go. If they can beat China, you know, they're going to, that's the next game is, well, by the time you've seen this, the game will have been over. So that's kind of silly. Hopefully they already beat China.
Yeah.
We will know soon enough.
Yeah. Bring us the cup.
So no TV going on at your house right now, huh?
Really no TV going on at my house. I just don't have time to watch TV.
Well, I mean, you're working on your Nobel Prize, so I understand.
Some of us are doing important things for humanity.
So we're going to start a GoFundMe for Steve to get Netflix. The information's going to be right here.
Come on now.
So you can catch up on all these shows.
But I'll never get anything done. All the shows that I love from the 80s have come back to roost.
Hi there, Irina Barninas here. You guys always ask when am I going to come to the East Coast of Mid-America. Here we go. I'm coming to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on May 16th, 17th, and 18th for XCon Convention. Be sure to find me, stop by my table, and say hello. I look forward to seeing all of you. Kisses.
Comics!
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 There it is. We need that annoying comics con. So,
Comics!
what do we got, Steve? What's new? I mean,
Well-
we've been gone.
We've been gone.
We're gone too
And
long.
we came back, and there's new comics. We have
Has
Corvix
Convergence
Saga.
converged?
Corvix Saga.
from the new
Nobody can see that.
the new Secret Wars series.
The new Secret Wars.
So the Secret
series.
Wars are still going on.
Secret Wars are going to be going on for a little while this summer.
Not much of a secret.
It's not a secret. It really isn't.
All right, so tell me, who's this Korvac?
I could not tell you who Korvac is.
Now, I do know one thing about the Secret Wars. I got a little insider info at Heroes.
Oh.
At the end of Secret Wars, the a-hole, yes, I said a-hole, the a-hole Iron Man that's in the comics right now is gone. And the old Iron Man is coming back and is going to be written by Michael Bendis.
Sweet.
So
Sweet.
Brian Michael Bendis will be writing Iron Man.
That's pretty
One of my favorite writers, one of my favorite characters. Can't wait to see that one.
Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. This is not to be confused with Orange is the New Black.
No. Totally different thing.
I show Sarah.
Totally different thing.
Whoop, got a little shine on there. Orphan Black.
Yeah, the comic
Okay.
book based on the TV series.
Based on the
comic
TV
book
series, based on
TV
clones.
series.
It's all about clones, right?
It's all cloney, yes.
Jadavian Cloney.
The actress who plays the main characters has in fact set some records for being on air the most in any TV series ever.
Because of all the different characters.
She's 98% of the screen time.
It's like a monologue with her schizophrenia.
And so far the comic has been pretty cool. It kind of follows along with the stories on the series.
Exciting
but
television, watching Sarah read a
it
comic.
also adds in bits and pieces that you haven't gotten on TV yet. Evil Dead 2!
Oh!
Oh.
Is this the story?
This is the story.
From the movie Evil Dead 2? Or have they made some changes?
Oh no, this is even better. This is kind of after the first movie, we get a real proper sequel.
Real proper sequel.
He leaves the woods, but the hand still follows.
Oh, he hasn't made it out of the woods yet.
Oh, I see that on the cover. If you judge a book by its cover, which I highly recommend you do in comics, you always judge your comics by their covers. This is the number one. This is going to be a hit. This is the one you want to get and collect, right, Steve?
It's probably a good idea, yeah, because, you know, you don't want to miss out on the number one of this issue.
Well, flipping through it, it just looks like the Wizard of Oz. If the Wizard of Oz was full of demons.
That's exactly what it looks like.
I was going to say, now, the real Wizard of Oz is already pretty terrifying. I don't think adding demons to it's going to make it any more kid-friendly.
Good choice, Steve. Good pick.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what else you got?
I have Mulan.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding.
No,
it is a
it's not
modern retelling of Mulan.
Complete with hover bikes.
Is this like Fa Mulan?
It's in the future.
Mulan
it's
in
cool.
the future?
It is kind of future
It
Mulan.
does look very cool.
It's yeah, it's gotten some critical acclaim already. It's kind of maybe turning into a big deal.
Let me zoom that in for you if we had a cameraman.
Also a number one and probably worth picking up. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, something.
Dark Horse just
Well,
asked us
something.
what we thought. I didn't know they had a Mulan coming out, or I would have thought
Yes.
something. All right, what else do we have? Anything else?
You needed them to tell you. We are Robin.
Yes, we are.
We are Robin.
That's the title.
No, we're
That is
not.
the title. We are Robin.
What are we robbing?
Well,
Zippy Marts?
I believe this might be a little bit of a sub-story that comes off of Convergence. But you get to see kind of a group of...
There's a gang of Robins.
There's a group of superheroes, self-made superheroes that have decided to take on the Robin moniker and go out there and fight crime in the streets.
Are there any Is Robin actually with them, or?
Well, you see a little surveillance happening on this group at the end of the book, and maybe Robin has taken note. Maybe it's time for them to get some real superhero Big Brother action happening.
Well, as long as he's not running around in tights as a sidekick to Batman, I'm all for it. Okay, I brought one.
Uh-oh.
Well, we've talked about this one before, but this one has a second part in it. That's right.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun,
Gratisphere
dun.
is back, and it's twice as thick. 100% more Gratisphere. And it comes with a CD of music to listen to while you enjoy Gratisphere.
Not just any music.
The music written specifically for this.
The actual soundtrack that was written for and produced by the writer and artist Phil Fox.
Phil Fox, a Myrtle Beach local haunt, little run around town, got it all going on kind of guy. He's kind of like the OG hipster, isn't he?
He has done everything. He knows how to do everything. He's the guy.
He can play all the instruments.
He is your guy, absolutely, yes.
He can fix your Atari 2600. And he probably invented the skateboard.
He's got skills.
You should read this.
He's got unparalleled skills.
He is a pretty cool guy. And he wrote this, drew it, composed music for it, probably printed it in his basement, I don't know. But it's an amazing feat of work to do all of that all by yourself. You should come get it, because when he becomes famous, you'll have one of the originals right here. You guys that watch this show on YouTube who can't easily just come to XCon Comics, you can send us a message on Facebook or on YouTube, and we can ship you one if you like.
We can mail anywhere in the world.
You don't want to miss
the world.
Anywhere, anywhere. And it's time for Sarah's favorite time.
Oh, Lord.
Right, Sarah? That's going to be a wrap for the comic section. I'll see you in the next segment. Bye. Oh, my, look! There's a cute girl on the couch! I'm going to go get some pizza!